Today we're going to do something a little bit different. This is the first video in a series of videos about laptop durability. Normally I deal with cell phones, but laptops are portable as well and still suffer the same amount of abuse being toted around everywhere. LG was brave enough to send me the LG Gram, one of the thinnest and lightest laptops in existence, while still boasting some pretty powerful specs. I'll leave a link down in the video description if you want to check out some of those specs, but this video is going to be about durability. Let's get started. This brand new 15-inch laptop from LG is one of the lightest and most portable laptops on the planet. Weighing in at just 2.2 pounds, it is considerably lighter than Apple's new MacBook Pro, which lands at just over 3 pounds. Now, when talking about the exterior surface material, LG says it is a nanocarbon magnesium alloy, which, at my first impression, legitimately had the look and feel of cold metal right out of the box, and even has the same metallic sound we've all come to love. But when I get out the razor blade and dig a little deeper through that top metallic coating, there is plastic material underneath. Now, this doesn't bother me too much on a laptop. This laptop was specifically built to be light, portable, and powerful, and they've accomplished that. My Level 3 Most pick tells us that this laptop has a 7th generation i7 processor with 16 gigabytes of RAM and a huge 512 gigabyte SSD hard drive. LG said that these nanocarbon metallic powders on the surface improved the laptop's strength by 26%, but we'll have to test that out in a minute. The keyboard is also plastic, and that's normal. I can't think of a single laptop or keyboard with metal keys. If you know of one, let me know about it in the comments. So when I was first thinking about doing durability tests on laptops, besides just build quality checks, I tweeted it out, and there were some really good suggestions from you guys. The most relevant of which I think is the drop test, because that's probably what happens most to laptops. You know, being dropped off a table or being dropped out of a backpack. For me personally, anytime I've almost damaged a laptop is when it's been plugged in and sitting on a table and someone walks by and accidentally kicks that cable and pulls the laptop off the table. Luckily with the LG Gram, they're boasting like a 12-hour battery life, which is pretty impressive. So I imagine it's not going to be plugged in a whole lot, but just for the sake of continuity across all of my laptop tests, we're going to do this one plugged into the wall. You gotta admit that this is a pretty good looking laptop. It's got the super thin bezels on the side, it's got the touchlit keypad, and it's got enough ports that it's almost like LG wants you to be productive with their laptop. So right now the laptop is on and completely functioning. It's a brand new laptop. There's a couple scratches, but that's not going to affect the build quality. So we're going to do this 3 times. I'm going to stand up and trip over this cable, which I think is the most common drop that happens with laptops. All right, still functioning, drop number 1. Let's attempt drop number 2, same cable. Drop number 2, still completely functioning. It's almost like this laptop is so light that there's no weight. There's not enough weight to actually damage any of the internal components or the screen hinge or anything. This is the 3rd drop. I'm going to open up the laptop as far as it'll go and drop it one more time. And still nothing wrong with the laptop. Still functioning completely. The last thing I'm going to do is a crush test, because as we know, laptops are mostly in backpacks or book bags, and sometimes they get leaned up against you on the subway or the bus or in your car. So I'm going to close the laptop and stand on it. Now I weigh about 200 pounds, so if this thing can survive a crush test of 200 pounds, it can probably survive anybody leaning up against it. All right, here we go. Stepping on the laptop. All of my weight directly on top of it. Let's see if it still works. Oh, that is awesome. There is no crack at all on the screen. I think we're good to go. Let's double check. Oh, that is amazing. So even after being stepped on with 200 pounds of pressure, the screen is still completely functioning and nothing is wrong with the laptop. I think that's pretty impressive. Let me know if there's any other tests that I should do in my laptop series. leave them down in the comments below and I will read them. I'll also leave a link in the description of this video for this laptop. If it can survive 3 drops and 200 pounds of pressure, I would consider it pretty durable. It'll be interesting to see how big the battery really is inside of this laptop when I do my teardown. Thanks a ton for watching. I'll see you around.